Hello and welcome to Rail Nation, the game I'm about to introduce you to. So, what's the purpose of Rail Nation? Well, the purpose is to build your city and make it number one, but also to complete the end game. Now, more about the end game in future episodes. So the goal for the moment is to level up your cities or towns, whatever you want to call them. And the way to do that is to bring required goods to the town. So we're here in Petertown, and at the moment it's level 2 as per the shield, and it needs wood, coal, grain and cattle to level up. So what we do is we bring the goods. So there's the grain, there's the cows, there's the coal, and there's the wood. There will be other goods in the empty spots, and you need to connect to them. At the moment I need to upgrade my track builders so that I can unlock some more routes. But at the moment we're doing okay. So there will be city competitions, as you can see over here. There's a few people signed up for it at the moment. This particular one is giving 3 research points and 20 grand. Yeah, not great, but we'll run with it, So here's our train station. This is player train station. So if you imagine each town has got 30 sort of train stations in it, and this is the one that I'm got currently. So as you can see, I've upgraded the restaurant, shopping centre, the hotel, the engine house, which is important because each era, more about that in a little minute. So at the moment, the maximum level I can build is level 7. So we've got 3 more levels on the engine house. That is the only part that is limited per era. All the rest of the buildings, apart from the lottery, and again more about that in a little moment, all the other buildings are essentially you can level up as you go along. You know, you can max them out. I think lab is like a 25 level maximum. The tracks are like 30. The station is 22, for example. So all those are not era limited, it's just the engine house. Now with the eras, it's basically different goods, different eras, different trains can pull certain goods. Now I'm not expecting everyone to understand this, because at the end of the day it is an introduction video. So as each day I do a little episode, hopefully you guys all pick it up. So at the moment my trains that I've got 5 trains. are going grain to the sheep into town. So on the map it's to the grain, to the cows, to town. So as you can see, they're all running along, and we've got the courier engine loading up as we speak, and then we'll see it just pop there heading towards the cows. So that's an integrated route, and it is quite important so that you can level up the grain as well as the sheep farm as we go along. And with that we'll get a a small reduction in the waiting time as well. The other way to get reduction is to invest, and as you can see it needs the grain, and it pays you for bringing the grain as well. So at the moment we're getting 119 per tonne of grain, and the trains that we got, my courier engine's pulling 7, and these swallows are each pulling 3 tonnes. So that's that. Quick word on research. So you start off with your swallow, and then you need to upgrade these 2 to move on to the raven, to start researching the raven. So it's all about following the stream at the moment, the flow. So as you can see, to get to rhinoceros we need to unlock the raven, which needs another 8 points currently, and then another 8 to go to rhinoceros. Or equally you could go for 6 to get the speed boost, and then go on to a rail, which is a passenger train. So the choice the choices are absolutely yours, which routes you take. Some can be shorter than others, some might be better for your gameplay. It's entirely up to you. With passenger transport, if we go back to a train station, you will need to upgrade your station concourse, which unlocks a train. So, and again, you're limited as per the engine shed as well with that. So it depends what routes you want to go. Passenger trains, I've heard, are quite good for money making. So it's, you know, it depends what style you want to play. The only thing with the passenger trains is they are useless until the town reaches level 5, and if you're after a return load, let's say you can, well, you'll need to connect to another town. Let's go for instance Rishington. If you want a return load, this town also needs to be level 5. So it all depends really what you're after. So there's our money. So at the moment we've turned over today so far just shy of 260 grand. That's not bad. The server's been up for about, what is it, about 4 hours now. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The prestige is broken down into categories here. So although it is low at the moment, I have got 24 of what they call medals to redeem. So as you can see, some of them are higher than others. So once I start cashing them in, the prestige will come down with it. So as we can see here, we've got 132 players currently online. That does not include the offline players. So, you know. And Era 1, Day 1 of 14. So each era is 2 whole weeks. Real life weeks. So as we can see, Era 2 will, well, this era will end and Era 2 will start in 13 days, 19 hours, 41 minutes. But we don't need to worry about that too much at the moment. As you can see, I'm currently in 172nd. But again, don't worry about any of that if you're joining the game. There's plenty of opportunities to get, like I say, prestige to do your positions. We have got a gold shop on this game. So your plus account will allow you to build 2 buildings at once as opposed to a single station building. And as well, you get a few little packages that if you want to, you can also equally purchase. So, you know, it's really up to you if you buy them or not. So the research, you can see the different trains that we can buy. So from in 2 weeks time we can start researching the giraffe or bat, follow it across. The couplings, in case you're interested, allows you to haul the previous good. So from Era 1, you can see this here. So that's the Era 1. So once we go into Era 2, if your city's demanding Era 2 goods, and you completed couplings, then it's not such a race to research it, one of these. Because you can still use your Era 1 trains. However, just like I said before with your research, the elephant you could definitely say is better than the bat. The lynx, some players might prefer the lynx because it's a sprinter, whereas the elephant, you know, pulls a lot more. So if we go into it, as you can see, it's 9, but it's only at 50 kilometers with only a 1 out of 20 acceleration and only a 30% reliability, whereas the lynx only pulls 3 as a standard engine, I mean, with 35%, but it's got a 10 out of 20 acceleration with 130 kilometers an hour. So you kind of need to make your choices and decide, is the lynx better than the elephant, or is the elephant better than the lynx? And I shall leave that up to you guys to decide. Of course, with each engine, you do have these little sub trees. Again, just follow the flow and you can, you know, unlock, say, you know, get the lynx to pull 4 wagons, say, instead of 3. If you want, you can go for the extra one as well. making it 5 that it pulls. I mean, like I say, it depends on what you think is best. It also depends perhaps how far your research laboratory is leveled. It might take you a while to even get to the elephant, depending on how, you've leveled it. So it really does depend a lot on your research lab. So as I'm at a moment a level 3, which I agree is not that high, generates a point every 140 minutes. And the maximum number is 8. That's the amount it can actually store. So if you log off all day, as soon as it reaches the 8, it won't produce any more. It's like a cap. So if you are going to be playing this game, you kind of ideally need to log in at least once every 2 hours until your bank is at a decent level, so that it can store your money. But also, you want to just kind of empty out your lab if nothing else. So because obviously the bank gets full, in my case, in 1 day and 5 hours it's predicting. So, and that's with a 540 grand cap. So you need to just keep that in mind. During the beginning, you will get some tasks. So some of them are easy, like this one, upgrade engine house to level 5, 1 free engine. So I'm just saving up 160 grand, and then I'll take a look at that. So yeah, you can get plenty. I mean, that's where a lot of these medals have also come from. Like carry out 100 transports, own 5 routes, earn a turnover over 5 grand, and finish 2 station buildings in 1 day. So a lot of them are beginner medals, if you like. So at the moment, things are not looking too good, too bad even, for me. I think I'm in a strong position, so I plan on doing a little video, recording it around midnight GMT, which is also the end of a day and start of another day in the game. Well, not this day, but midnight is like where you get the awarded the prestiges and the titles. Again, that's something I will cover in another video in the future. 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. GMT is where the actual day starts. When you change eras and that. It's a bit difficult to explain, but when you're in the game, hopefully it'll become a bit clearer. And like I say, I'll cover a lot more stuff throughout my videos every day. Okie dokie then. So I'll end up with this video here for now, and I'll hope to get another one done tonight stroke tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, like a video and comment down below. Thank you for watching.